Scroll number 4. I see it in perfect detail. A man sat in a small room with no audience. He had been poor for most of his life. He had tested ideas on himself for years with no guarantee any of them would work. He wrote a book that would one day change the way millions thought about money. But before he wrote it, he had to see it, not the book itself, the life it would make possible. He had to see it so clearly that the words came from what he already held in his mind, not from what he wished were true. He did not wish for wealth. He built it in his mind first, room by room, day by day. He tested the vision before he tested the method. He saw himself in the house he would one day own. He saw his hands moving through the work that would fill it. He saw the book open on the table. He saw the words already written before he set them down. He lived there in that house, in that life, while his bank account stayed empty and the world did not know his name. The walls were plaster in his mind before they were plaster in the world. He touched them. He leaned against them. They held him before they held anything else. That is the difference between wanting and seeing. Wanting is a feeling. Seeing is a building. Wanting asks the world to give. Seeing asks what I will make. I see it in perfect detail. I have wanted things for years. I have wanted more money. I have wanted a different life. I have wanted to wake up and feel that I had finally arrived somewhere that felt like mine. The wanting was real. It was also useless. Wanting without seeing is smoke. It fills the room and disappears when I reach for it. The problem is not that I did not want enough. The problem is that I did not see enough. I had a blur, a vague sense that things should be better, a feeling that I deserved more, a hope that something would change. But I could not describe the change. I could not see the room. I could not feel the weight of the coin in my hand or hear the sound of the door closing behind me when I walked into the life I said I wanted. A blur produces nothing. The farmer does not plant a blur. He plants a seed. The seed is not a hope. It is a thing he holds. He knows its weight. He knows where it will go. He knows what it will become when the season turns. The builder does not sketch a blur. He draws a plan. The man who wants a full purse does not hope for coins to appear. He counts them. He sees them. He knows exactly where each one will go before it arrives. That is what I have not been doing. I have been waiting. I have been hoping. I have been telling myself that wanting is enough. Wanting is not enough. Wanting is the start. Seeing is the work. I see it in perfect detail. I sit in the quiet now and I build it. I do not meditate. I do not visualize in the way I have heard others talk about. I build. I take the life I want and I put it together the way a carpenter builds a table. I see the grain. I feel the edge. I know where each leg stands. I see the room where I wake, not a room. The room, the light on the wall in the morning, the door that opens to the hallway, the sound of my feet on the floor. I walk through it before I walk through it. I stand at the window before I stand there. I see the street outside. I see the work I will do that day waiting for me on the desk. I know what the desk looks like. I know what the work looks like. I see the pen. I see the page. I see my hand moving across it. The words are already there. I'm only catching up to them. I see the coffee on the corner of the desk. I see the page open to the place I stopped the day before. I see my hands reaching for it. This is not wishing. This is building. Wishing asks the world to give. Building asks what I will make. Wishing stays blurry. Building makes it sharp. I build it until I can feel it. Until the room is more real in my mind than the room I am sitting in. Until the life I am building feels heavier than the life I am leaving. Then I open my eyes. The small room is still there. The bank account is still what it was. The world still does not know my name, but something has changed. The thing I want is no longer a blur. It is a house with a door I have walked through 100 times. I know how to get there because I have already been there. I know what it looks like because I have already seen it. I see it in perfect detail. Wattles did not write the book from a place of lack. He wrote it from a place of having already seen. He had spent 20 years building the life he wanted in his mind before he had it in his hands. He had walked through the rooms. He had felt the work on his desk. He had seen the words on the page. The book did not come from wishing. It came from seeing. It came from the house he had already built in the dark, when no one was watching, when no one believed, when there was no guarantee the house would ever stand in the light. He wrote the permission I needed and never knew I would read it. He did not wait to see the result before he built it. He built it first. Then the result came. That is what I do now. I build the life I want before I have it. I see it in perfect detail. I do not ask if it is real yet. I make it real in my mind. I live there before I live there. I walk the floors before they are laid. I fill the rooms before they are built. I hold the work in my hands before the work exists. The world does not know what I am building. It does not need to know. I know. That is enough. The blur is gone. I see it. I see the room where I wake. I see the door I walk through. I see the work waiting on the desk. I see my hands reaching for it. I see the book open to the page I left the day before. I see the life I was told I could not have, built piece by piece in perfect detail in the quiet before anyone else knows it is there. I see it. Then I build it. The blur was the waiting. The detail is the work. I do not wait for the door to open. I build the door. I walk through it. I close it behind me. I see it in perfect detail. I see it in perfect detail. I see it in perfect detail.